Hello, welcome. This is my top 10 Red Capes, Spawn Red Capes figure collection. This is my honorable mentions. This is Spawn X from the animated comic. Spawn 4, Ice Scope version. Uh, I love this figure, but it doesn't have the red cape. This is Spawn 6, the Malebolgia. Severed head, unmasked, and it doesn't have a red cape also. And this is my Medicom Ra Spawn. Okay, let's start with the list. My number 10 is Spawn 1, the original Spawn figure that started it all. Still hold this coolness. And in this year 1994, this is one of the most detailed figure ever. My number 2 is Spawn 3, Spring Up Cape. Pretty good detail, pretty badass on display with the wingspan, Spring Up Cape. That's Spawn 3. That's my number 9. My number 8 is color top Spawn. Pretty badass. It's one of the newest Spawn that came out. And mask version. It's much harder to find. One, two, three, four, five, six. My number 7 is I-95 Spawn. Still pretty badass. My number 6 is Spawn 5. That's Spawn 5. Pretty detailed. My number 5 is Spawn Cygor. I don't use the stand because it's way too clumsy, and Cygor is pretty heavy figure. This is my number 5. Number 4, Spawn 7. Still on his original costume. From the page of Spawn 7. Pretty badass. My number 3 is Flying Spawn. There's a 12-inch version of this, but this 6-inch version is just good and just spectacular on display. Pretty badass. My number 2 is the 10th anniversary Spawn with this cool base cross from the church. One of the first articulated Spawn, most articulated Spawn. This is a repaint. I repainted it blue. And my number 1 is Spawn on Throne, Spawn 7, Spawn on Throne. That is just badass on display. The detailed throne, the brooding pose. Okay, that's it. Thank you. comment, like, and subscribe.